Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing fine and dandy today. Today I'm going to be carrying on with the series of reviewing Christina Aguilera's album Stripped. I have the physical album here. I don't have the paper for it though, but I still have the album. So as usual, I'm going to be giving my thoughts on most of the songs, especially the songs that I have favourites for, and also kind of give requests and say that this album would be good for this kind of person who's into this kind of genre for. So this album is one of them albums that I can listen to fully, but as with most music that I listen to, I do repeat favourites, and I do have quite a few favourites on this album. But, like I say, that being said, I can very easily play the whole album and enjoy all of the songs. Altogether, there are 20 songs, and I have about 8 favourites within the whole list. So I'm going to state my favourites and then explain what the music is like, explain what the lyrics, what I think they're trying to say, and then also suggest what the full album is like. So my first favourite is actually the first full song on the album, which is Can't Hold Us Down. And I would say that this is a feminist song. It's best. I think the beat is good, but I think the message is what really kicks the song off. It's basically saying the double standards between the sexes, that if a girl fools around then she's known as a whore, but if a guy does the exact same amount of people, then he's known as like a man, and it's a good thing for him. So she basically talked about all of these double standards that men can get away with that women can't. And it is kind of a good song to listen to when you feel like you're not equal in some ways, but yeah, it's a good song. And my second favourite is Walk Away. So Walk Away is the first ballad song that's slow. She basically talks about this guy who she feels addicted to, but it's because it's an addiction, she actually causes her harm, but because she feels this addiction, she feels like she can't walk away from him, and that's what the song's about, which I think is quite interesting. I feel like a lot of people have been there, been in toxic relationships that they feel more infatuation for than love. But yeah, the song is good. She shows a lot of her head voice in this song, which I like because Christina Aguilera does have a good head voice. And this next favorite is called Fighter. So Fighter is a really good, catchy, kick-ass song. I wouldn't say it has a rock influence, but it has a sound in it that is quite punky, and I personally really like the sound of it, but the message in it is so good, basically saying all that you put me through all of these years, all the bad stuff has made me stronger, and now I'm stronger than you. So I really like that message. Um, and she growls a lot in this song, which I really like. She uses a lot of her growl voice. It's the kind of song that you'd listen to if you were pissed at someone, but then you kind of won at an argument, or if you went through like a bad relationship, but then you came out of it the other end. Fighter would be your anthem to listen to like be like, good on you. The next one on my favourite list is Infatuation. So I think this one I like because of the music, not necessarily the lyrics, even though the lyrics are quite good. So this has a Spanishy feeling to it, and I find Spanish music to be quite catchy, and I will always dance to like a Spanish sounding song. So I danced to this and groove to this more so than listen to the lyrics. But when you listen to the lyrics, it is actually lyrical based as well. Basically talking about, similar to Walk Away, where she's talking about how she thought she was in love with this guy, but really it was infatuation, and she feels like she can't help her feelings, but and everyone's telling her not to be with him, but she can't help her infatuation. This next one is probably one of her most popular song. It's her popular belty song, which is Beautiful. So again, it's belty, so she uses a lot of her strong vocals with this song. And at the end of the song, she uses a lot of her head voice, which I said before. Christina Aguilera does have a really good head voice. With Beautiful, the music video is really good, not just the lyrics. Basically talking about the insecurities that people can have when it comes to their looks, their body, their race, or their sexual orientation. And they feel like people judge them, but then at the end of the video, they come at it happier and they accept who they are. And yeah, it's definitely a good music video, but all in all, a good song. It's mostly lyrical based, I would say. That's where the power comes from, the lyrics. So this next one is called Makeover. So quite similar to Infatuation. I listened to this because of the beat. It's got another Spanish vibe to it, so I'm dancing to it a lot of the times. But as with most Christina Aguilera songs on this album, it is lyrically based as well. I wouldn't say it's as lyrically based as Infatuation, but she talked about more that people have a view on of her and how she should look, and she's also talking about that people should make her over. When she's saying, you know, I'm me, I have my own style, and I'm in charge of my looks. So she's kind of taking ownership of her body and her clothing choices. So, this next one is probably one of her other most popular ones because she is quite scantily clad in this video, and that is Dirty. She wears like chaps. They're not assless, but you know, they show a lot of her skin. So a lot of the straight men and lesbians and bi girls will probably like this video because she's showing a lot of skin and she's being quite sexual. But at the same time, when you actually listen to the lyrics and watch the song, the music video of the song, even though it's supposed to be showing sexualness, a lot of people don't know that the music video was about being a strong woman and being sexy at the same time. Because I think in this society, being sexy and being like a strong woman is almost on two different sides of the spectrum. You can either be pretty and sexy, or you can be a strong, kind of tough woman. Where in this video, she's saying, no, I feel like I'm both, so I'm going to be both. And you can see that, like, when she's in the scene with the boxing ring, and she's that doing punches, she's showing that she is a tough woman, but she's also sexy. And the reason why this one's my favourite is because of the beat. The beat is very infectious. But like I say, I like the whole message of like, I can be tough, but also I'm being dirty at the same time. And normally I'm not the biggest fan of rap, but I can't remember who raps in this song. But whoever is rapping, I think that it gives it a nice balance of her singing and then the rapping. So, yeah. So, this one is my favourite belty song on the album. Like I say, I have about 8 favourites, the ones that I've just listed, but this is my favourite slow belty one, and that is The Voice Within. I don't know what it is about the song fully, it's just so good. Like, I love it so much. It almost has a gospel feeling to it, and I feel like that gives it the extra beltiness to it. So near the end, there's actual choirs being heard in the background, and I think that's the gospel vibe I'm talking about. But she's basically talking about feeling vulnerable and basically picking your own self up by your bootstraps and listen to your heart and the voice within. So instead of always feeling sorry for yourself and always listening to what other people say, she's basically saying don't listen to other people, listen to your voice within. And I think it's definitely an anthem for anyone who has suffered through trauma. So yeah, love the song. In this song, I would say that she uses a good mix of her vocal range. I would say the two main things that she uses is her head voice and her belty vibrato. But yeah, I think that it's a good mix. And like I say, whenever she uses head voice, I think it does really give her that great sound. I feel like a lot of people know Christina by her beltiness and her growling ability. So when she uses her head voice, because it's a thing that we don't stereotype her with, whenever we do hear it, or whenever I hear it, I think it really does suit her because she doesn't use it that often compared to her growls and her beltiness, I would say. So I would recommend this album to anyone who is into good lyrical content and probably is a independent thinker and an independent person within their life, because if anything, this album is for someone who is an independent person who has been through some hardship. So I would recommend this to anyone who is independent, a individual that doesn't just 100% go with the crowd, but has a bit of a sad backstory. This would be the album for you. Alright guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have this album, or if you like any other Christina Aguilera stuff, please let me know in the comments down below, and like and subscribe, and I'll put my socials in the comments as well, my other YouTube channel where I talk about my experience as a gay guy, or when I look at other people's experiences that I've witnessed, or I talk about politics that I think actually danger or inhabit normal LGBT lives and the society life. And also I'll put my Twitter socials down below. Alright, love you guys.